pipelines. AOPL represents the owners and operators of liquid pipelines transporting crude oil, refined products like gasoline, diesel fuel, jet fuel, and home heating oil, and industrial products like propane and ethane. We have over 55 member companies transporting over 21 billion barrels of crude oil and petroleum products annually, over a 215,000-mile network of pipelines. Pipelines are the safest way to deliver the energy Americans use and need every day. No other mode of transportation is as safe for the American people or the environment as pipelines. And pipelines are getting safer. Over the last 5 years, pipeline operators have reduced the number of pipeline incidents impacting people and the environment by 20%. This is government data publicly available from PHMSA. PHMSA data also shows pipeline incidents caused by incorrect operation impacting people and the environment are down 38% over the last 5 years, and pipeline incidents caused by corrosion, cracking, or weld failure impacting people and the environment are down 35% over that period. The pipeline industry and AOPL member companies work hard to improve pipeline safety. We're transparent about where we are doing well and where we can do better. The statistics I shared come from the performance report we develop jointly each year with the American Petroleum Institute analyzing pipeline safety data. We use this analysis to guide our pipeline safety programs, focusing on key safety issues. Through this safety effort, the pipeline industry has addressed key safety recommendations from Congress, the NTSB, PHMSA, and issues identified through analysis of pipeline safety data. Recent safety accomplishments include developing new best practices for finding and fixing cracking in pipelines, managing leak detection programs, responding to pipeline emergencies, and applying safety management systems to pipelines. Industry also just released an updated best practice for inspecting and performing maintenance on pipelines utilizing the latest inspection technologies and analytical techniques. Harnessing technology to advance pipeline safety is a theme we are pursuing across industry, and we urge Congress to adopt as well. For example, high-tech tools can now scan pipelines like an MRI or an ultrasound at the doctor's office. Pipeline operators have the opportunity to find more issues early, perform preventative maintenance, and keep pipelines operating safely. The problem is, federal regulations can't keep pace with fast-moving technology innovations. Outdated PHMSA regulations sometimes conflict with the latest knowledge and techniques. Congress can do more to allow PHMSA and pipeline operators to improve safety by harnessing technology and innovations, such as creating a pilot program to test pipeline safety technologies and approaches, as the Administrator alluded to earlier, authorizing a voluntary information sharing program encouraging joint stakeholder problem solving, requiring regular PHMSA and stakeholder review of pipeline safety research and development advances, and encouraging voluntary discovery, disclosure, correction, and prevention of pipeline safety violations. Next, protecting pipeline safety and the environment from attacks on pipelines is a top reauthorization priority for AOPL. Pipelines are the safest way to deliver the energy we use every day. However, pipelines are industrial facilities we must respect to keep them operating safely. Recent attacks on pipelines, either by turning valves in ways that threaten ruptures, or shooting guns directly at pipelines, or blowtorching holes in pipelines, are dangerous. Members of the public, surrounding communities, and the environment could easily be put in danger by attacks on pipeline facilities that could result in a spill or an explosion. Congress should deter future attacks against pipeline facilities by closing loopholes in the scope of criminal liability placed in federal pipeline safety laws by previous Congresses on a bipartisan basis. AOPL also recommends improving PHMSA programs and regulations by easing hiring and retention of PHMSA inspectors, improving due process and enforcement proceedings, tailoring requirements to pipeline operating status, adjusting incident reporting requirements for inflation, and incorporating the latest best practices on inspection, repair, and tank maintenance. I look forward to answering any of your questions on these proposals, our improving pipeline safety performance record, or the actions the pipeline industry is taking to improve pipeline safety further. Thank you again for the opportunity for us to testify.
Thank you, Mr. Black. I now recognize Chief Eggleston for 5 minutes.
Good afternoon, Chairman Lipinski,